Hi, you guys. Happy Memorial Day. It's your girl, Michelle. And of course, for all of my new viewers, I want to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for, hopefully, that you're going to start following me on a regular basis. But I want to start out this broadcast and say Happy Memorial Day. And I want to say for all of the people who don't know the difference, memorial is just like it says. If you're going to go to a memorial service, it means for someone who has passed away. The guest of honor is no longer here, okay? That is Memorial Day. Veterans Day are for all the veterans who are still alive. There's some that's passed, of course, but for the ones that are still alive, that serve their country, and they're still here, so you can celebrate them on Veterans Day. But today, for Memorial Day, today is for the ones who have passed on, who gave their unselfish life for us. So please, I hope that you have gone to a cemetery, or you've said a special prayer, anything that brings you closer to your loved ones that have passed on. I would love to give a special and wholehearted shout out to Staff Sergeant Arnold Gene Walker, who passed away December 30th, 1990. And for the people who don't know, I would have been married 26 years to him this year. So my heart, of course, is still sad from his passing. But I do know that he gave selflessly for all of us who are still here enjoying everything that the United States of America is providing for us through our military members. So now, I'd like to go ahead and jump on what this Periscope is about. This Periscope is entitled, How to Memorize the Entire Script, or how do they memorize the entire script? So have you ever turned on the TV or looked online? Because a lot of times now everything is online. So, you know, you can Netflix online, or, you know, you could personally go to Redbox, or, you know, whatever you used to go to, Blockbuster Video, wherever, and you get a movie and you sit there and you watch the movie, and then you sit back and think, how in the world, how have they been able to memorize, the actors, of course I'm talking about, to memorize their lines for the entire script? So today I'm going to give you a little insight. Okay, the script, yes, you have the entire script, which is the entire project, which whether it be a short film, you know, a feature film, anything that you're actually getting ready to do, any type of project. Okay, even a commercial or an industrial, let me tell you what that is. That's like when you're at work and you have your training videos. Those are industrials, meaning that no one sees those outside of your organization. Okay, those are called industrials. Okay, so to be able to memorize, if you will, an entire project, it's not like that. You know, you would think that it would be that because you see it and you're watching it from start to finish, and there's never any breaks, or so you think, where it stops and things change for the actors. Well, actually it does. So when you're watching a film or a project, if you notice, say like right now I'm sitting here and I'm speaking to you, then you see that it actually like cuts, and say that I'm outside talking about flowers or whatever. Okay, so now that is a different scene, okay? Which means when you are going to work on a project, you get the breakdown. Okay, which means you will get, which I'm going to show you, you should get in plenty enough time, okay, the entire breakdown of how the filming project is going to go. Now, for my particular one, if you guys have been following me, which you should, on Facebook under A.Michelle Harleston, and of course watching my Periscopes, you know my next project, the next big project I am working on is called The Come Up. I'll say it again. The name of the project is The Come Up, and that is by Rip Entertainment Films out of Memphis, Tennessee. And on that particular project, which is will be a feature film, I will be playing Miss Dell. And the premise of that project or film is my son is wanting to become a stand-up comedian. So it's the whole struggle, if you will, of what he's going through to get it or make it or become successful as a comedian. So back to the breakdown. So the breakdown I received a few months ago along with the script. So I'm going to show you how it actually is. On the breakdown, it will have the entire filming schedule. But as I just said, the breakdown, it's broken down on which scenes will be filmed on which days. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to give you a little example of the come up. So hold on. Okay, so if you notice, this was done, and it's kind of, maybe if there we go. So this one was done like on an Excel spreadsheet, which, you know, every director does their stuff differently, but this particular one was done on an Excel spreadsheet. So you have the schedule, and then you have the dates, right? So for me, if I can get into focus, there we go. You will see my name, and then you'll see it says scenes 1, 2, and 3 on 11 June. Then the next day for me of filming, when I come down, I'm sorry, there we go. It shows scene 4 on the 12th of June. Okay, let me turn you back around real quick. So I know by the breakdown, okay, on the 11th and the 12th of June, we are only filming on June 11th, scenes 1, 2, 3. That is it, okay? And on June the 12th, my particular character, we are only filming scene 4. Okay, so now with the script, what I did, I broke out the script, okay? First, for me, this is how I do it. I do a search through the script. When I receive the script, I do a search. Control F for find. If you're computer literate, you will know. You can do Control F, and then you can type in what you're looking for. So in this particular project, my character's name is Miss Dell. So I did a find in the search field for Miss Dell. And then it will bring up every instance in the script where Miss Dell is listed or named or talked about, anything with that name, Miss Dell. So I know, again, we saw on the breakdown, I'm doing scenes 1, 2, 3, 4 on June 11th and 12th. So when I did my search, the very first scenes that I saw was 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what I did was I cut out that particular section, which means I printed out scenes 1, scenes 2, scenes 3, scenes 4, since that's what I've been told that that's what I'm going to be going over. And then I sectioned them off separately because on June 11th, I need to know scenes 1, 2, 3. For June 12th, the very next day, I'm doing scene 4, and I need to know that. So I don't need to know the entire script right now because I'm only filming on June 11th and 12th, scenes 1 through 4. So when you're dealing with professional directors and entertainment companies, when they give you that, that's it. There's not going to be next week, well, oh, we're going to throw in and now you're going to do scene 5. And I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm saying that it's unprofessional if that does happen, because then that's not good for the actor, okay? Because as working actors, we are working on multiple projects at one time. So when we receive the breakdown, well, that's what we are gearing everything towards, to learn whatever scenes that we're supposed to be doing for those days. And then after those days, my next set of days of filming for this project is that next weekend after the 11th and 12th. So of course, I will go back to the breakdown. It will tell me exactly which scenes, and I will immediately get into those scenes, learn my character and her roles, learn her verbiage that she's got to have, and I will learn that for that character for those days. So that's how you break down the script, knowing which days you're going to actually film, which sections, and then you learn that. Isn't that a little tidbit? Now, there are people that try to learn the entire script, and my hat is off to them. But again, like I said earlier, a lot of us, we are working on multiple projects, which means we have multiple scripts that we're learning. So it wouldn't be feasible to try to learn 2 or 3 different scripts and when you're not filming those sections. So to me, it's just a disservice to yourself and to that company, because you're not going to be at 110% when you're thinking about other projects. You need to be focused on that one project and those scenes, so you give your best that you possibly can of that character for that director and that company. So I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Memorial Day. And again, I hope that you've gone out to a cemetery, or you've said a special prayer, or maybe like me, that you still talk to that someone who passed away quite a while ago, giving their service, undying service to this country. So happy Memorial Day. I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit on breaking down scenes and learning just those scenes for a huge project. As always, if you have any questions, please, you guys, follow me on Facebook, a.Michelle-Harleston. And please check out my IMDb page at a.Michelle-Harleston as well. I'm going to go ahead and go for now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking out the rebroadcast. And I hope you have a wonderful day. So please be safe, be kind, and love one another. Until next time.